The industry is at a crossroads. We're shipping billions of IoT devices, and yet what an IoT device is and what an IoT payment is not well defined. It's very similar to the prepaid market back in 2005, where when somebody released a market size calculation, it was unclear whether they were including transit, government, or perhaps gift cards, or closed loop versus open loop. So here we are, and you look at an IoT payment such as made with a smartwatch. Well, if that smartwatch is being used in a store to make an EMV payment, is that really an IoT payment? We don't think so. We think there's a need to be able to better categorize and understand what an IoT payment is so that we can all keep track of the size of IoT payments as this market grows.
There are millions of IoT devices out there, but what makes an IoT payment? Mercator Advisory Group classifies IoT payments as a machine-triggered payment based on real-time data analytics. In fact, Mercator Advisory Group has created a payments categorization framework that breaks down payments and includes IoT payments. Let's dive into that right now. The Mercator Payments Categorization Framework features two variables that you should focus on: real-time data analytics and machine-triggered or human-triggered payments. Let's start with the most simple payment, an in-person payment. When you go into a store, it's a human-triggered payment with limited or no data collection or analytics involved in the purchase. You're just picking up an apple, going to the checkout machine. There's no devices that are sensors looking for data and capturing that, influencing your purchase decision. You use your own human intelligence to figure out why you want to pick this apple and this particular apple. Then you use your own physical card to swipe at the point of sale. Thereby, there's no machines involved, real-time data collection, and it was a human-triggered payment. As we move up the scale towards more real-time data collected to your purchase decision, we get to something called an online payment. This is still a human-triggered payment, but now it has real-time or advanced data collection that goes into your purchase decision. Think about a recommendation engine on Amazon.com. When you're purchasing or looking up a product item, it's automatically recommending certain products, filtering, sorting. There's a lot of information at your disposal for you when you're making that decision to purchase the product. Even though you're making the payment single-handedly, you're still physically pressing the "I would like to pay for this" button. There's a lot of information that has been processed by artificial intelligence and machine learning. However, you're still physically pressing and making that decision to pay by yourself. Let's go to the bottom right-hand side, which is a standard recurring payment. This includes things like your standard utility payment, an Amazon subscription, or a standard insurance payment. It's just an automatic bill that comes in every single month that you've pre-authorized. The difference for a recurring payment is that there's no real-time data analytics going into your purchase decision. The only variable it's using is time. It is literally just an authorization for whoever is taking out resources or cash from your account, and it's doing that continuously on a time-based interval. Now, putting these two variables together, real-time data analytics and machine-triggered payments, we get to the top right-hand quadrant, which is an IoT payment. This is a completely automated payment, including real-time data analytics. From the time that you decide whether to purchase something, from the time that you actually click the purchase button, it is doing that completely automatically. Think of something like a smart ink printer purchase, where the printer decides, based on the level of ink left in the printer, what time do I need to purchase ink or replenish ink. It does this using sensors, and after analyzing if there is enough ink in the printer, it will purchase the appropriate ink automatically for you. You never have any influence over it, so it has real-time data analytics, and you never made the purchase decision, so it is a machine-authorized payment. This is a standard IoT transaction. Now that we've talked about in-person, online, recurring, and IoT payments, we understand that the payment categorization framework offers a new way to look at the payments market and offers us a new way to quantify payments.
So let's consider how the framework categorization is going to help us better understand how a smartwatch can make multiple different types of payments. First of all, that watch could be used to subscribe to the Wall Street Journal or the New York Times. That subscription is no different than any other subscription with a card on file and does not represent an IoT transaction. Or perhaps it's an e-commerce transaction. Maybe you're using that smartwatch to go up onto Domino's and order yourself a pizza and pass the SRC wallet and select a payment to Domino's. Also, a traditional payment that would not be categorized as IoT, even though it's on an IoT device. Likewise, you might be using that watch to make an in-store purchase, a traditional EMV secure transaction, also not an IoT. So when does that smartwatch actually count as an IoT transaction? Well, consider if the smartwatch is collecting data about your health. It's looking at your heart and your prescription medications, and it realizes you're running low based on consumption, and it automatically orders a refill of your prescription. Or perhaps when you walk into the doctor's office, it recognizes the geolocation, the doctor's appointment on your calendar, and automatically makes the co-payment for you. Those are examples of true IoT payments done with real-time data without user intervention in the payment itself.
IoT devices effectively making IoT payments are large and growing. The sectors most affected are insurance, agriculture, and utilities. We believe that because of the growth of IoT devices, the amount of real-time data captured will authenticate many more transactions. And down the road, IoT payments are going to become commonplace. This poses an interesting scenario for large payment players because it is definitely a growth channel. To learn more, please contact us at info@mercatoradvisorygroup.com.